Hello again, this is Marcello, and I want to show you with this audio a powerful way to really go deep inside and quiet your mind. And it's a powerful meditation taught by Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now, focusing your attention to anything that might happen. And the analogy of the cat outside the mouse hole waiting for the mouse to come out. The same way you are waiting for the next thought. Which is the next thought that's going to show up in my mind? You cannot do it without having a degree of stillness. And that question, what my next thought is going to be, gives you the opportunity to really be alert. And in the beginning might sound very difficult because we are mostly, when we start doing this, mostly used to believe that any thought is essentially us. But gradually we start understanding that the thought is just a autonomous voice in our heads, and most of the time that voice rules our perceptions, our lives, our decisions, our mental patterns, and we react upon challenges listening to this voice. I extend this practice to whatever perception is showing. For example, you start with a thought and you say, I wonder which thought is going to be the next one. And you're there waiting for the next thought, and then you start, for example, thinking about your mother. You thought about what happened yesterday. The next one is going to be like some concern about tomorrow. The other one could be like what I did last week or what they did to me 10 years ago. And in between those things, be alert also to maybe something remarkable or outstanding might happen, and meanwhile you're waiting for the next thought. Maybe, for example, a very loud sound coming from the street, a car or a airplane, and you put your attention in that. And I wonder if you can ask which sound I'm going to be able to notice next. Then might be you may notice a sound coming from your house, from outside the window, or you accidentally knock something and you make a noise. But might happen that in the meanwhile you're waiting for a noise, something else might happen that caught your attention. For example, some other thing coming from a different sense, perception. You might open your eyes and you might see outside the window, or if you're outside, you might look at the flower and you notice the beauty in something that cross your perception right then. And then you look at that thing without any concept or comment, and you wonder which one is going to be the next thing that caught my eye, and you start looking around. And in the meanwhile, maybe an emotion comes that is very powerful, that is very remarkable in your perception, and you might think, oh, I'm just noticing a very powerful emotion. Might be pleasant, might be unpleasant. It doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter because the emotion itself is like a cloud on the sky, crosses your perception and disappears sooner than later. And you might wonder at the same time which emotion is going to be my next, and so on. You can follow the perceptions that distract you at any given time and use that perception, that signal, as a form of meditation. In the beginning, might sound very, why am I doing this? But when you do it a few times, you notice that the incidence of those emotions don't bother you much. And the goal for this is not to feel pleasure, or the goal of this practice is not just to make you feel that you accomplish something. The goal for this is just to be aware, to practice awareness, to practice to be in paying attention in stillness, because when you are waiting for the next, you are paying attention to that sense, you are quiet. You have to be quiet. It forces you to be in the present moment. Because when that sound, when that perception comes, when that emotion comes, it does in the very moment, in the present moment. It's a meditation practice that you might do in many situations, in daily life, in every moment, in every hour of the day. If you are home, if you are at work, if you are traveling, if you are walking, if you just are in bed trying to fall asleep. Eckhart Tolle teaches many different practice meditations. And this is, I found, for me, from my own experience, one of the most powerful. Thank you very much. Marcello again. Goodbye.